welcome back to Clinical Cousins YouTube channel, where today we're going to go over the anatomical structure of the eye, or in other words, how the eye looks. So the outer layer of the eye is called the conjunctiva. So I've drawn it here in black, and then I've also drawn it here in blue. It's not actually blue, but it is a thin membrane which is in contact with the outer environment. So we've all heard the term conjunctivitis or pink eye. So this is when this membrane right here becomes infected or inflamed. Now, just behind that we have the cornea. So the cornea is what really begins, or is the starting point for this anterior chamber or front chamber. So this is filled with aqueous humor. So back in the day, in medieval times, people used to think that the body was made of 4 fluids or humors, and to be in health you had to keep a balance of these humors, so that's why they did bloodletting and all these crazy things. But now we know the body's filled with all types of fluid, but for some reason we still call this aqueous humor. So aqueous refers to its watery nature, so when you put it together we see that aqueous humor or watery fluid fills the anterior chamber, which is just behind the cornea. So we can also see that the white of the eye, meaning this whole section right here, if you could have the outer portion, is called the sclera, and this can become yellow when the liver is injured or in failure, and this is an important assessment tool. We can see that there's jaundice if this is yellow. So next we see the iris, or the colored part of the eye, and this does more than just look pretty. It helps control how much light comes into our pupil. So the pupil is that black part of the eye, and this is where light actually comes into the eye. So if you think about, sometimes students are called pupils. They're always taking in information. Well, our pupils and our eyes are always taking in light. So after the light passes through the pupil, it passes through a lens, which is actually clear. This is a disc-like structure which helps focus the light on the retina. So when the lens becomes cloudy, we call it a cataract. Maybe you've seen it in some of your older patients or older dogs, but this is when the vision also becomes cloudy. So behind the lens, we have this jelly-like substance, which is called vitreous humor. And this is, you have to remember that in the anterior chamber, you have aqueous humor, and then the posterior chamber, you have vitreous humor. So the second layer of the eye is called the choroid plexus. So this is the part of the eye which is filled with blood vessels, and these blood vessels are just like any other. They function to bring oxygen and nutrients to the cells that make up the eye, and then they take back those waste products and excess fluid. So now we're getting to the innermost layer of the eye. It's called the retina, which I've drawn here in green and in green. So this is a layer of nerve cells that are like literal light catchers. So they're called photoreceptors. These are an extremely specialized group of cells which are able to turn light into electrical and chemical energy, which is then passed on to our brain and then interpreted into an image in the back of our skull, in an area of the brain called the occipital lobe. So all of the layers of cells in the retina, it looks like just one layer, but I promise there's many, many layers, work together to bring us this image in our brains. So an important point is that the point where our vision is the sharpest is called the macula of the eye. It looks like a little indentation. And this is where you've heard the term macular degeneration, so it's the loss of that sharp vision. Now, the point where all of these nerve cells of the retina come together is called the optic disc. So we can see that all of these nerve cells come together at a point called the optic disc. This is the point where our retina turns into our optic nerve. So an interesting little fact is that this is called the blind spot because there are actually no photoreceptors here. So there's no light catchers, there's no way to determine an image that is projecting itself onto this point right here. So now that we know the basic structure of the eye, please turn into our next video so we can see how these little photo catchers or light translators or photoreceptors actually take these little itty bitty photons or light particles and then turn them into an image which you are seeing right now. As always, thank you for tuning in, and remember to like and subscribe for more content.